It's Week 15 of the NFL, and we'll get a look here at Devontae Adams. He's over 1,100 yards receiving so far and looking for more. It's the Texans and the Ravens coming up next.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Jackson on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 32-yard line.
On the option right is Jackson. And now off to the races down the right side. He may go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 68 yards. And the Ravens go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And when you think about great seasons in recent memory, he's definitely putting one together here. There's a good chance he's going to go over 5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that mark coming in. And I tell you, it's pretty rarefied air when you get up there with numbers like this.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Stroud now on second down. It's caught. Cooper. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Running on first down, Eckler. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be be second down. The Texans hit 9-4 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Take down his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throws on target to Duvernay. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. Gets around him and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's Tune. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing, Tune. And this is going to be intercepted. picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Here's 3rd and 6. Jackson now. And Andrews lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. Back to throw here. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's still on his feet, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, in a great play for that defensive unit. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Jackson now off the bootleg. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
55 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. It's Eckler again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Tune going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Tune to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Tune. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago,
he'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. A pass caught by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10.
Jackson will throw again. Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
16 at the 37-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40.
23 yards. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Jackson going to keep it running right. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Jackson going right side here, and that's complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman from 21 yards away. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Ekeler.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Ekeler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Houston.
Once more, here's Ekeler. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ekeler now between the tackles. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And Tune to throw it now.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
To throw again is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Ekeler.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Tune. Flush to his right. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Tune. That is incomplete.
If you're going to take a shot downfield, 2nd and 1's a perfect time to do it. If you're going to be a heavy run defense, you should have good windows to throw it downfield.
And it looked like there was something there right after the snap, but the defense able to recover.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Texans first down.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's Tune. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Houston.
Up the middle with Eckler. Justin Jones there on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Throwing, Tune. That's complete to Dell.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. at the 45-yard line.
Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Houston.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll drop to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Eckler is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as a tackle made at the 42.
And the Baltimore first down.
Jackson, option right. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Houston set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Toon to throw it. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end, it's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down, and then some.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Gets past one man. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. A handoff, it's Eckler, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Austin Eckler with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, We get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Ravens on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as he'll wind up getting the yards they needed on 4th and 3.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Jackson will throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 5.
And they'll keep leading. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 19-yard line.
Toon going to throw it. Taking a shot for Dell here.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rep.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
At the 34-yard line.
Jackson now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Forced out to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A big play that time on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Staying on his feet. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Eckler again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Austin Eckler
with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Texans are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Baltimore Raven offense returns, and we see wide receiver Rashad Bateman bringing him out.
He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards.
At the 30-yard line.
Phillips now to throw on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll go right back to Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get it down inside the 25.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
This is a counter play. Eckler, and not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Going on the ground with Eckler.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 134 yards rushing for him now on 25 carries.
First down, Houston.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance, that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7, and they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.